Jessie B. Scrapbook came back with another process video. This one is for the Christmas Memories Inspiration YouTube Hop. And I'm going to do these pictures of myself drinking a cup of coffee. My daughter took these pictures. These are close-ups of my hand in the cup. And she took these a couple years ago and in black and white, so they're just really cool pictures. I've never scrapped them, so I'm going to do that because our prompt is cup of cheer, so I figure this works. I'm going to use this paper and this paper because it has the coffee cups and coffee grinder and everything. And then the back sides, this one has a whole bunch of little coffee cups, and this one is a nice checkered or plaid print. And I don't know where these papers are from. They were gifted to me, but here's the branding strips. So yeah, I'm going to try to get through this video. I slipped on the ice and jarred myself, and I was carrying in firewood, so this arm, my right arm, doesn't want to move very nicely. So if I'm scrapping and it looks kind of funny, that's why. So let's get going. Okay, so I forgot to push record when I first started, but basically I just cut out that little coffee cup and the grinds and then backed my picture with 2 layers of that blue paper. I did one with the blue side and one with the plaid side. Now I want to add in a couple little coffee rings. So I'm testing it behind the picture to see how it looks, since I know you're not going to see that anyway. And I like it. They're small little rings, but I think that they turned out really cute. And I'm just taking a piece of, what do you call it? Toilet paper roll. And I'm painting one end of it with brown watercolor, and then just pushing it down and kind of pulling it back and forth to make these little coffee rings on my paper. That first 2, or the first one and this one here that I'm doing now, actually end up getting covered up, but I'll add 2 more in a little bit after I realize that I'm going to cover those up. So I'm going to cut out, I think it's 4 little coffee cups out of this paper, and I'll show you here on the one. And I'm just going to fussy cut them out really fast. I'm not worrying about the little handles. They're going to stay filled in, but I got 4 of them cut out. And now I'm going to cut this paper down just a little bit so I can have a stripe. I want to have 3 stripes behind the picture just to make that more of that L shape. And so I'm going to do 1 stripe of the coffee and then 2 stripes of this blue and reverse one side of it. And I think it turned out really cute. I just made that one a little bit shorter so it bridges between the 2 other pieces. And then I'm just playing around with those little coffee cups that I made, or that I cut out. And it's going to be something like that. And this is where I noticed that I completely covered up those little coffee rings I made. So I'm just going to add 2 more in right here. And then you do see that very first one, just a tiny bit poking out from underneath the brown paper on the side there. I'm just using my finger to smudge it a little bit because coffee rings kind of look smudged sometimes, and so that's what I was doing there. There. I think that looks good. Now I got to cut that paper just a little bit more so that the coffee cup handle on this will poke over the blue paper, and that way it looks like that isn't printed on the paper, but it looks like it's just part of my embellishments. Sometimes using pre-printed paper is a little bit more difficult when it has something like this on it, but if you can get it to turn into an embellishment cluster, I think it works out well. And that's what I'm going to do here. I think that turned out really cute. Okay, so now I'm going to get everything stuck down. And this one is actually a pretty simple layout. It does not take me very long at all to do. I was actually on a phone call with my daughter while I was doing this, and so I was able to talk and scrap at the same time without getting distracted too bad. It was very nice. So just adding that. I like that. Just showing you it just pokes through the back. I will cover that with some washi. And then I'm adding 3 little coffee cups into the bottom, and then I'm putting one up here at the junction of these 3 pictures. And I don't know why, I just thought it would look cute up there. And so now I'm just adding these 3 little coffee cups down to this corner. And then I'm going to stop the camera and go and find embellishments in my stash. And there, came back. That was fast. And I have just pulled out anything that I thought might work. I don't use it all, but I use some of it. And so I do love these butterflies. I got these butterflies at the Dollar Tree, and they're a 2-dimensional butterfly, and I use them, I pull them apart, and so I'm just using the top of the butterflies on this one, and I'll cut out the other butterfly because it always has that sparkly outside edge, and I'll use it on a different layout. It gives me twice as many butterflies, and I like that. And then I did punch out 2 of the coffee cups, and so I'm going to turn them into flares. So I'm trying to figure out where I want them. And yeah, so now it's just a matter of placing everything where I think it looks good. I love this little sign. This is coffee and tea. So I'm going to put that up there. This does not stay there. It says have a cup of cheer, and I actually move it over to the blue, but you'll see that in the pictures. And then this little coffee cup in the container down here I thought was perfect, and so I put it down there. And now I'm just making my little flares, and I will pop the flares up onto foam so that they sit over those little signs. Okay, while I'm doing that, I'm going to remind you this is a hop and lots of people playing along, so make sure you go and check everybody out that is participating in it, and it's a lot of inspiration out there, so yeah, make sure you go and see what everybody else is coming up with this prompt of a cup of cheer. And these pictures were taken in December, but they were like, I think December of 2019? I'm not sure. I'll have to look up the date. And but yeah, it was a fun prompt, and I was able to use up this paper, and that I've been hoarding because I knew I had these pictures and I wanted to use this paper with these pictures, so I figured it worked out very well. And I'm just going to add in some little drills since I've already put the little stars down. They're just a gold sparkly star. And so now I'm just going to add some dark brown drills to each cluster. One, I make a little butterfly trail on this side, but the other ones, I'm just going to add 3 little drills in each cluster because I don't have room for little butterfly trails because the flare is in the way. So I think as soon as I am done with adding these drills that this layout is done. So thank you so much for watching. This one was a lot of fun and super simple to make, but I really like it. It has a nice big impact. And I just think it turned out really, really cute. So thank you so much for watching. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Bye.